Well, we're leaving Deadwood, and now we're going to go see Mount Rushmore, cool, and then we're going to go see the Badlands, very cool. So let's go.
So Deadwood was established in 1876 and got its name when gold was found in a creek choked by dead trees. That's kind of interesting. I think my expectations for Deadwood were really high, and I was let down a little bit. The town was built illegally on Dakota Sioux land and was part of the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie. This didn't prevent the town from quickly growing into a rough-and-tumble frontier settlement with famous outlaws like Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane taking up residence in the town. Wild Bill Hickok was shot in the back while holding a pair of black aces and black eights, forever to be known as the Dead Man's Hand. Calamity Jane was a famous frontier scout and storyteller. She lived in Deadwood and would eventually be buried next to Wild Bill at the Mount Moriah Cemetery in Deadwood. Today, Deadwood embraces its Old West history while serving as a thriving modern tourist destination, which unfortunately makes it difficult to enjoy the vast frontier history of the area. Way to Mount Rushmore, located in the South Dakota Black Hills. It was sculpted between 1927 and 1941 and features 60-foot carvings of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln to symbolize the nation's birth, growth, development, and preservation. The monument remains highly controversial because it was carved into the Black Hills, which are considered sacred ground to the Dakota Sioux. The land was originally granted to the Sioux in the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie, but the U.S. government seized the territory following the discovery of gold. I think Mount Rushmore is a place you should visit if you're driving by, but I'm still kind of on the fence if I like it or not. So we stopped by Mount Rushmore, took a couple pictures, and now we're going to the Badlands.
Saw you leaning on that cedar rail, looking inside of a wood, came the wine stained word, the wine stained.
Just like that, we're in the Badlands. Wow.
Just like Jesus been changing water to shine, we might get 3 more if the roof holds up.
So we're in the little town of Scenic, South Dakota. I'm pretty sure it's seen better days. Not a lot of stuff going on here. And that was the thriving little town of Scenic, South Dakota. On to the Badlands. So we're parked up here at Badlands National Park. There's this nice little canyon overlook, but the colors really aren't popping out. Right now we're under a cloud. and it just isn't quite as pretty until the sun comes out. Here in the Badlands, all the hills kind of look like ant colonies. They have stripes of white and pink, purples, a little bit of tan, and it just keeps going on for miles and miles and miles. So this is another one of those areas that taking video really doesn't do it justice. The colors just don't seem to pop out unless you're looking right at it. So this is the second Badlands we've been to on this trip. First one was Gooseberry over in Wyoming, and now Badlands National Park. Definitely think Gooseberry was more rugged. This seems a lot larger. Pretty much just goes off into the distance in every direction from where we're at here at the wall. And I think the wall is at the north gate of the park, which is right off of I-90. Not really sure what we expected when we came here. It's definitely a place you wouldn't want to get stuck. Other than the paved roads and the boardwalks, looks mostly like all clay, and if it gets wet, I hear it gets really slippery. So yeah, some of these canyons go down at least a couple hundred feet, and it doesn't look like there's any way out if you ever get down in there. There are all kinds of little caves and caverns carved into the clay. You can see the valley floor way down here with a little bit of green. Looks like sagebrush, and that's got to be at least 300 feet down there, maybe more. I'm not sure we're going to stay here tonight. We looked at the little campground. It looked pretty full, and we didn't make reservations. So we're going to wing it. Just left the Badlands in South Dakota. We're going to continue on down the road a little bit to a little town called Valentine. And I think it's in Nebraska, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Yeah, I think it's about 3 hours away. Perfect. Right, well, we stopped for the night in this town of Ainsworth, Nebraska. Now we're going to stay at a city park. It's kind of a park where they have rodeo, looks like they have some baseball diamonds, and a whole bunch of, well, RV parking with electric. They do have water you can drive to in the park, and a dump station if you need it. But we're only going to be boondocking for one night. I did plug into the electric since it's part of the deal, but it's a nice grassy lot, all kinds of facilities around here. I'm kind of looking as I'm talking. And it costs $10, and it's on the honor system. You just put $10 in an envelope and shove it in the box and hope for the best. But yeah, this is Ainsworth, Nebraska. I don't know how it's going to work out. It seems quiet. So we'll see. So the campsite here is pretty much just in an open grass field. There is somebody with a Class A motorhome over there, but they're way far away. There is a power pedestal here. It looks like it could be shared by 2 or 3 people. And right now there's really nobody here except for that one guy. But there's some other pedestals around. I'm guessing during rodeo or baseball games, this fills up pretty quick. Super nice for $10 a night. You guys be sure to get outside, do something fun. Come back and tell me about it.